A woman was changing clothes by the side of the road when she was unexpectedly seen by a man. Panicked, she quickly ducked behind her car and threw on her clothes. But the man had only been trying to hitch a ride. Out of kindness, Lisa decided to give him a lift. She would soon learn that her good deed was a dangerous mistake. As soon as Nick got in the car, he started asking questions about her. When he found out she was driving alone to see her fiancé, his true colors began to show. Suddenly, Nick pulled out a knife and threatened her, demanding she drive to an abandoned motel. Lisa instantly knew what would happen to her if they made it there. On the way, she noticed Nick wasn't wearing his seatbelt, and a wild idea came to her. She swerved the car off the mountain road. When she came to, her left leg was pinned beneath the seat. She reached for her phone to call for help, but it was gone. Then she saw Nick, who had been thrown from the car, was still alive. He walked to the front of the car. Upon seeing Lisa trapped and injured, Nick simply walked away to tend to his wounds. The next day, Lisa was jolted awake by the sound of a twig snapping. Nick had returned with food and water, but instead of helping, he sat down right in front of her and began to eat. Lisa was desperate for both food and water. Nick told her he'd share his supplies if she described the first time she slept with her boyfriend. After thinking for a moment, Lisa began recounting the entire experience, but Nick just laughed, accusing her of making it up. He said it wasn't even her story. Lisa hurriedly admitted the story belonged to her sister, but promised she'd now tell him the real one. Nick, however, had lost all patience. He walked off again, leaving her behind. Out of options, Lisa did what she had to do to survive. She filled a bottle with her own urine and forced herself to drink a sip. Just then, it began to pour. She quickly grabbed the bottle and started collecting rainwater, temporarily easing her thirst. But then, over the radio, she heard a weather alert. Heavy rainstorms were expected over the next few days, raising the risk of flash floods. Just then, a car pulled up beside her. To her shock, it was Nick again. Lisa quickly pretended to pass out, clutching a sharp piece of glass in her hand. As Nick climbed into the car, intending to assault her, Lisa stabbed him with the glass. Nick screamed and yanked it out of his body, only to realize Lisa had taken his car keys. She threw the keys into the river. At that moment, a police cruiser pulled up behind them. Nick had no choice but to pretend the keys were lost. The helpful officer offered him a ride home to get the spare, but the cop never noticed the knife Nick was hiding behind his back.